Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about 30 things God reveals to prodigals. So I'm going to break this up into a part one and part two. So in this video, we're going to go over 15 things God reveals to prodigal, and then in part two, we would do the last 15. Okay. So the first thing God, reveals to prodigal is that God is real. I say this all the time that, most people in general, really don't really believe that God is real. A lot of people say out of their mouth, I love God, I believe God, but your actions say something totally different. And whenever we're dealing with prodigals, prodigals are those who are lost. Prodigals are those who have, went astray. Prodigals are those who, broke covenant with their heavenly father, and now they're off serving the devil, right? They're in covenant with the kingdom of darkness. And so um most people haven't, like I would say, they haven't experienced God or had that encounter with God where God makes himself real to them, right? And so one of the things that God immediately, would do with a prodigal is reveal himself to the prodigal. And this revealing can look like little small interactions here and there. So first God would come in and give a correction, and then God might show up in their dreams, right? And then let's say your prodigal get themselves in a bad situation, and God is the only one who is able to like get them out of that situation, right? And you know how sometimes, because we could know that that was God who got me out of that situation. However, the enemy would come and play tricks with your mind and tell you, no, that was you. God isn't real. That was you who got yourself out of that situation, right? So God would keep on coming in and like interacting or encountering your spouse in these small little subtle ways where they will eventually get the awareness that God is real and God is making himself known to me. Okay. So number one is God is real. Number two, the second thing God is going to reveal to your prodigal is that God is more powerful than the devil. Okay. So God is going to make himself crystal clear, okay, to your prodigal that he is more powerful than the devil. So, however way they get that revelation, that is how they will get it. Okay. Number three, the third thing God is going to reveal to your prodigal is that it's where healing comes from. Okay. I remember the first year. And it wasn't a whole entire year. It was only about a couple of months in, but I remember my prayers pushed my spouse into receiving healing. Within a 4 or 5 month time period, he received, healing. Um, that that can only come from the Lord, right? And so again, your prayers can push your prodigal into the hands of the Lord, where now the Lord is healing certain wounds. The Lord has come in and healed the father wound or that mother wound, or it could be some childhood trauma wounds, right? Whatever the case may be, God is going to reveal to your spouse where healing comes from. Okay. This is a healing that they can't experience in therapy. This is a healing that they can't even give to themselves. It only comes from the Lord. And so that's what's going to be revealed to your prodigal. Number four, God is going to reveal to prodigal that you cannot live without God. And they will get this revelation when death comes for them. I got that revelation real quick when I was a prodigal. When I found myself, in the hospital because I just learned I had several heart attacks. I quickly woke up and said, "Okay, God, okay, I'm done playing with you." All right. You know, I quickly got the revelation that I could not live apart from God, because apart from God, I can do nothing. Apart from God, I'm going to be met with death. And so prodigals would get this revelation as well, that they cannot live without God. They need God. And for some prodigals, because they deal with that pride, it will require for them to get all the way down to their deathbed before they repent and cry out to the Lord. And the Lord is like, whatever it takes. whatever it takes. If it takes for you to get to death, close to death, in order for you to realize that you cannot live apart from me, that you need God, then hey, so be it. But God will reveal to prodigals that they cannot live without God. Number five, God also will reveal to prodigals that they are idols. Whatever they bowing, whoever they bowing down to, or whatever they bowing down to is worthless. It cannot save you. Only God can save you. So when prodigal get themselves in these certain situations, and whoever they have made into their God, or whatever they've been bowing down to and serving, as their God, they will quickly learn and find out this thing or this person cannot save me. Only God can. Okay. Number seven, God would also reveal who you are to God. So he will reveal to your prodigal that you are a child of God and God will protect you. Okay. They will get that revelation. They might not say anything to you about it, but your spouse will get the revelation that you are a child of God, and God is protecting you and fighting on your behalf. Number eight, God also revealed prodigal weaknesses, okay, to the prodigal. So your prodigal will get revelation concerning some of the things that's going on in their life, and they will begin to understand why they choosing this, or why, they went that way. And God is going to let them know these things are happening in your life because of your own weaknesses. But as you depend on the Lord, your God, God would take those weaknesses and turn them into strength. Okay. Number nine, the ninth thing God reveals to your prodigal is their need for attention and how it leads them into sin. Okay. So your prodigal, they got to get that revelation that, this need for attention and how they go about seeking attention, from men or women, how it's leading them into sin, how it's destroying their life, and also how they need to deal with that attention wound and learn how to fulfill it, within themselves. Okay. Number 10, the 10th thing God is going to reveal to your prodigal, and this is not in no particular order, but God is going to reveal to your prodigal, every opportunity isn't for you. Every door isn't for you to walk through. Every contract isn't a good contract to sign, right? They would quickly get this revelation. That wasn't my door. I should have never went through that door. I should have never connect with this individual right here, right? They're gonna start, getting wisdom, right? Just from their mistake. They're gonna learn from their mistakes, and they're gonna quickly figure out this opportunity. It may look good, but it's not good for me. That door, yes, it seemed like it had my name on it, but that door led me astray from the Lord. Okay. That contract, that's not a good contract for me to, put myself in, because it comes with X, Y, and Z. Right. So they're going to get these revelations. Okay. Number 11, the 11th thing God is going to reveal to your prodigal is how they self sabotage their life. And this self-sabotage is coming from how they feel about themselves. They don't feel good enough for the best. They feel unworthy, right? And so they self-sabotage themselves because of their own limited belief, because of how they feel about themselves. So God will begin to, reveal this to your spouse. He will probably also tell you, the believing spouse, go ahead and pray them through, help them, break this curse of break this stagnation or this sabotaging, spirit that has attached itself to your prodigal, right? But they will get revelation of how they get in their own way and how they sabotage their own opportunities and blessings. The 12th thing God is going to reveal is Leviathan. God is going to show these prodigals, this is how much pride you have in you. He's going to show them, and he's also going to humble them, because it's God who humbles Leviathan. Okay. So your spouse will get an idea of how prideful they were. Okay. Number 13, God is going to reveal to your prodigal that they are not smarter than God. It doesn't matter how many ideas you think up. You cannot outsmart God. God know everything. He know the thought before you think it. So God is going to reveal to your prodigal, you cannot outsmart me. I'm your father. I know the plan I have for your life. And if you want a good life, if you want a prosperous life, it's going to come with you being in covenant with God. right? So God would make that crystal clear to them that you cannot outsmart God. Number 14, stubbornness. He's going to reveal, their stubborn heart, along with their pride, you know. If they got that superiority complex, he's going to reveal that as well. Okay. Just know God is going to reveal these things to your prodigal. Um, the next thing that the Lord is going to reveal is the condition of their heart. Now I'm just looking at my notes and I see I went from 14 to 17. I just skipped over all these numbers. So it might not turn out to be 30, okay? Because the way how I numbered this, I skipped over 15 to 16. But God is going to reveal the condition of prodigal's heart, okay? And when that's revealed, then they are now responsible, okay, for purging out that hurt and pain out of their heart. They would now become responsible for the condition of their heart and doing the work to, bring healing and deliverance in the heart. Okay. So this is part one. The next video, part two, I will give you the rest of the things that God will reveal to your prodigal. All right. With that, I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.